together for a while. And what would you say is the most important thing for a couple to do?
You got to communicate. You got to communicate. That's communication. That's key. You got to communicate. You have to talk and talk things through. See basically where her mindset is from time to time. If things do arise, so you have to communicate. The enemy don't necessarily a lot of times want us to communicate and talk when things may get out of hand or some contentions or whatever might come. So a lot of times it's good to talk. Remember, you're in a fight. You're in a war. The enemy does not like unity. He don't like couples together. So yeah, I would say communicate. Make sure you communicate with her. That's very important.
Sister Watts, what should not couples do?
Never go to sleep mad, you know, and if something is going on, if you end up separating, I always tell my husband, never bring a third party into the marriage. You know, if you need time to, which you shouldn't leave, you know, you shouldn't do that, but wives shouldn't make their husband feel less than nothing. And you should not try to take his place and be in his place. I often say that God made the man the head, but the head can't turn without that neck. So don't fear being the neck. You know, stay in your place where you, and just show respect. If you show your husband respect, it's a way to tell each other things and do each other, you know, do things for each other. Even if you're displeased, you just have to figure out the way to not come head on. Because if you do, then his pride gonna step in the way and then you're not gonna get anywhere. So I would say just pick your times, pray, you know, and don't make him feel like he's nothing. Or talk to your friends about your marriage, your husband, and they know his flaws and his faults.
Brother Watts, when you came back together, was it important that she disclosed her past?
No, she didn't have to. But that was probably something she needs some therapy, you know, for her to get that off with her past. Some people need that to talk, and yes, she's one of those.
True.
So so she's one of those, and so it was fine. There was no jealousy on my part because she was with somebody in the past. She's with me now, so I mean that was in the past. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sister Watts.
Yes.
Same question. Was it important for you for him to disclose his past to you?
Yes and no, because it was different for me because his past, he left because of certain things, you know, so he doesn't have to disclose his past, you know, because he went in it. When I came, he let me know. He went through phones, went through whatever it was he had to do. And then it didn't matter because I knew he was saved. And because I knew he was saved, now still the devil came, you know, and tried to make me the past that I had, that I was dealing with, what I was dealing with, and tried to bring it in. We still work on our marriage. But I love him, you know. I love my husband to death, you know, and I'm so grateful and thankful that we got the chance to redo, you know, some of the things that he was having a problem with back then. Now I've been able to, you know, he knows now. Okay. And it's different. If you would ask him that now, he would say different, you know. Yeah, so
yeah, totally different.
Yeah, it would be totally different.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Today during the fellowship meeting, the street meeting, there's a lady that kept singing, "There's been a change." So there had to be a change, Brother Watts?
Yes, ma'am, there had to be. And there was one.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So from here, what would you tell the sisters, Sister Watts?
You can only do what you know to do. And I would say, in my situation, the devil was already at my husband. He was already trying to attack his mind. And me not knowing, he wasn't a talker. My husband is not a talker. If he had told me, I would have known. But because he wasn't a talker, I didn't know. So I would just say, don't push buttons. You know, don't hit below the belt, because it's really not, in the end you lose. Because when the enemy get him, the first one he's gonna make him hate is the wife, you know. And no matter what I did, no matter how I did it, it just didn't work. He had to get it out of his system that there was nothing out there. But rather than, now I'll tell you something I didn't do. I'll say this. When he was coming with what he was doing, and I knew he was doing this, that, I didn't back up from him. And I told him, I said, she wants you, I want you, we got a problem. I'm not backing up, because he was mine, you know. And I did things. I did things to make him remember. She's trying to learn him, but I know my husband, so I didn't make it easy. A lot of wives just, that's what you want. No, baby, you gonna have a problem, because I want my husband at home, you know. And so rather than back up, I would come after him. He knows, yeah. You know. And I'd put on his favorite color. I don't know if you know, but I did. I didn't just walk away with my head tucked down. You know, I gave him a reason to stay. And he just chose. He knew nothing wasn't out there. But he chose to do what he did. And thank God that our friendship, I think, too, we had a real good friendship, my husband and I. I didn't stop being his friend. Even though he had stopped being my lover and my mate, I still was his friend. I would call him and ask him how he's doing, you know, so.
So now we're back together, and we're in for the long haul.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Oh, yes.